sorry for the delay. We're finally all connected and through to the picks.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're watching TT Esports versus Elab for our semi-final of the CSL Launch Tournament. First prize of the tournament is 8,000 dirhams with a total prize pool of 16,000. And we're looking forward to today's semi-finals and final games as well.
I mean, we were just watching the other game while we were setting up this one, and that game looked like it was fun to commentate. I hope this one follows suit.
Yeah, that's. I think that had first blood in the first minute.
Yep, for the rune.
There you go.
Standard bans, I would say, especially the Doom one. Oh, whoa. Elab insta-picked Ancient Apparition Slardar there. That was pretty fast.
Yep.
I actually think they spent a combined 1 second doing those two picks. I don't even know how they did it so fast.
In case you haven't watched TT Esports play yesterday, I think they won with a clear advantage against Wild Rangers, straight 2-0 to qualify to the semifinals.
Yep.
I think they had. I mean, they showed a lot of potential.
I mean,
looking at yesterday's stream as well.
All 4 teams in the semifinals did.
Yep.
Quarterfinals. I mean, the semifinals is going to be heated. I think no team has a strict advantage. I would say maybe Elab beat the most established team yesterday, so maybe people will consider them slight favorites. But I think we're going to have thrillers all over the board.
Let's see. I mean, there's also a couple of players from TT Esports who are known in the local scene, and we hope they can also put on a performance.
Definitely. Winter Wyvern, really good pick. Really good defensive hero. Get a few people in Europe that can use Winter Wyvern offensively, but in most cases he's a defensive hero pick.
And that's, I mean, they're going well into the reserve time for their second pick.
Yeah. I'm sure they've done their homework.
Oh, there you go,
Gyro. Style. Yeah, Gyro. Gyro's a pretty common pick. Even after his nerf. Shadow Fiend down.
Well, Elab are not insta-banning, but there you go.
Wondering if both these teams are going to try and hide their mid-hero till very late in the game.
That could be the case.
Very late into the draft. Darkseer banned. Also a very top tier hero right now. So far nothing's really given away. I mean, Slardar could be an off lane, he could be a safe lane.
Yeah.
Ancient Apparition.
Do you already see a certain setup being built here, or is it still too early? It looks like
so
both teams are concealing that.
You should just... I mean, Ancient Apparition first pick usually comes with some sort of strat. But I think they picked the Ancient Apparition after the Winter Wyvern was picked, so it was a slight counter pick. But they did it instantly, you know, that's what I'm thinking about. They picked Ancient Apparition and Slardar right after each other, so they must have a strat that is... It's irrelevant what TTE drafted as their first pick. They already had in mind, we're getting the Ancient Apparition, we're getting the Slardar, if they're not taken, if they're not banned.
Yeah, they both were insta-pick.
Yeah, so you'd think they have this master plan. Oh, there's another mid-hero ban.
TTE banning Windrunner and taking their time to ban it. They've got 11 seconds left of the reserve time. Queen of Pain.
There's the mid-hero. So, Elab have banned a lot of offlane heroes. I mean, Doom is a credible offlane. Darkseer is an amazing offlane. Nightstalker is a pretty damn good offlane hero. They're just banning the offlanes. They're actively trying to make TT Esports... I think they see a weakness in TT Esports team, actually. And there, they get the Clockwork. That's a really good offlane.
Insta-pick right away for Ember Spirit.
Ember. I mean, they have not wasted a second of their reserve time, it seems.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, coming into each game, Elab looked like they already had an idea of what their setup would look like, regardless of the ban. Maybe that's too early to say, but they seem to have insta-picked most of... Yeah, overconfidence and insta-picking at least 75% of their heroes.
It's not overconfidence until you lose, though.
Yep.
If you keep winning, then no one can call it overconfidence.
But I think they need to be on top of their game today because TT Esports will probably give a much better competition.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to walk all over them.
What happened yesterday. Oh, that's 10. They're into the reserve time. Whatever's left of it. That's 9 seconds.
Ah, a lion.
Lion pick. Some inspiration from yesterday's mid.
Oh my God, no, I don't. I guarantee you that's not gonna happen. I'm even gonna go far enough and say we're not gonna see another mid lion
For a while.
throughout this tournament. I just doubt it. I think
Possibly.
that was clowning around, and it really worked. Like TA. So see, they know now. Obviously, TTE Sports are missing a mid hero, so they're banning TA because she's a top tier mid hero. I would say there's still a few out there. Off the top of my head, like what would they be looking for right now?
And Lina. Okay, that's another insta pick. Really, it's. So looking at Elab's setup, what is that? Is that more of an individual, more of a team fight setup?
I mean, it's got pretty much everything. It's got a little bit of everything. It has the initiation. It has good team fight. It has great carries. I think it's a really solid draft, to be honest.
I think that's a very troublesome lineup for.
It's very complete.
For Elab.
I mean, I just wonder if TTE are gonna pull like a Rabbit Abab and with their mid hero, because they got 7 seconds to do it.
7 seconds to pull that rabbit out. Storm Spirit.
Okay, so I'm actually. Storm Spirit is Daddy's favorite hero, from my knowledge.
Yeah.
And he did get nerfed in the most recent patch, and he's fallen out of favor since. But that is a comfort pick. And he's going that hero because he's telling himself right now, I'm sure, he's telling himself, okay, their draft is really strong, but I'm going to dominate my lane. I'm going to dominate mid. 1v1, I'll beat whoever I'm up against. He's that confident in his Storm Spirit. That's what I'm guessing right now.
Let's see. All right, so we're having the good luck messages being sent. Some connectivity issues. This seems to be happening with Dota Reborn every time we connect, but should be back soon.
Just a moment.
All right, so we have all players reconnected. Oh, TT are requesting a second. So I mean, it'll be very nice to see how this lines up, especially.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Do you think the mid will decide the fate of this match?
I honestly can say this is the first of this whole tournament. Really exciting draft. Forget the two teams playing, but I really like the drafts of both. I like the drafts. I like the balance. I love the off lanes of both. I really like the supports. I mean, I'm not so sure how much I like Lion. Lion is a great support, but I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to leave you to the game with your host Nasim, and we'll be back shortly. Oh, another pause. Nasim, I'll leave you to it.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm being informed that the other game has already finished. With who being the victor?
My eternal gratitude.
I believe Bendover have already taken the first game. And wow, that was a pretty quick result. I mean, YOLO were looking really good. I mean, I'd like to watch one game in this tournament go over 20 minutes, to be honest. More Dota Reborn kind of stuff right here, guys. Sorry about it. We've had delays already, and now this. But a lot of this isn't in our hands, guys. Hope for the best, and Slardar should be back with us in a bit. And he's back. Nice picture being drawn here. Alright, we got Rajinx on his Ember Spirit, Smiley Face on the Lina. We've got GH on the Cop. GH gave up on the Ancient Apparition, and CBS determined on his Slardar. TT Supla coming up here with Wolf following him, Daddy on his signature Storm Spirit, Pathin and Memoria. And there's gonna be some action here. I don't think Elab wanna do this. Yeah, I wouldn't. Runes are probably gonna be split. I'm guessing TT are getting bottom and Elab are getting top. So an Ember on the safe lane with Lina probably supporting him. And I'm guessing Ancient Apparition will also show up in this lane. It's going to be a tri lane. Make sure he gets his farm. Alright. Daddy gets his rune.
The battle begins.
And GH gets his. This mid matchup is it's gonna have fireworks. I mean, I gave an homage to Daddy's Storm Spirit, and I hope he doesn't let me down. But I mean, GH isn't gonna let him have it easy, right?
Denied.
And they both start off trading denies. Something sneaky is happening here. So Slardar doesn't look to be soloing his off lane. I will be back, guys. Bombers is gonna take over just for a bit.
And we're back while we set up the other game. I'm Bombar, your temporary host for this matchup. Alright, let's look. So, building around the jungle, it's still a 0-0.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, TTE with some aggression on the top lane. Some interesting move. Let's have a look at some of those movements here, and Queen of Pain hitting up on Storm Spirit in the middle. It's good she got away from that one. So the Wyvern seems to be waiting on some action before he jumps into this. Seem to lure in the creeps to the jungle. Yeah, it's a bit of conservativeness on both sides, really. Clockwork not stretching himself here into Elab's jungle. Ember Spirit having this lane easy. I'm not sure they want Ember Spirit to be getting these last hits as much as he likes. It's you can see here, he's on top of that list. Alright, Storm pushing Queen of Pain in mid. No altercation on top, despite the large presence of heroes on this lane. It seems to have been quite peaceful so far. Slardar trying to lure there. And we missed the mid kill. Yes. What seems to have been a Lina, Queen of Pain gank. going to take out Stardust. This is a one-for-one exchange with Garbo. Oh no, he manages to get away. Ancient Apparition needs to go down here. Memoria does not act on that. And CBS will come back to make sure that Winter Wyvern goes back. A pause from Queen of Pain. So we paused. It seems to have been electricity problems in Lebanon. The players are having a laugh about it, which is good. So you can see that today's been plagued with a bit of connectivity issues, but hey, Dota Reborn for everybody. Well, hopefully we can get this game on the run again. On our second channel, Bendover and YOLO are onto their second matchup. So tune in there, or have both channels open to get the full action. So 3 kills for Elab, 0 for TT at this stage. It'll be interesting to see if there's going to be any switch up in middle. I mean, it's far from over for Storm Spirit in mid. But the way he was killed with a Lina Queen of Pain gank in the middle, that seemed pretty effortless, and they need to do something about that. And Ember Spirit's just on the bottom lane, taking advantage of the peacefulness and of the tri-lane that TT have imposed on top. Too early to look at the net worth, but both top denies and last hits for Ember Spirit here. Let's just check to see if all the players have reconnected. Yes. Alright. And there you go. Queen of Pain has disconnected. So, not many advantages to living in a game house where it's in a country where common electricity cuts. I mean, your whole team times out, and you should just hope that the opposing team would post for you, but it seems that this is under control here. Waiting for this game to get back to tempo. In the meantime, I hope you're all tuned in to our second matchup. case you're wondering why this stream is still, we're still here with you. We're just waiting on our players to join up. Our players from Lebanon have had electricity cuts and they live in a gaming house, so that's bad news for everybody. Let's just hope they reconnect pretty quick. The players getting to learn a little bit more about each other's countries, and it seems that we need one more reconnection. Alright, so let's see if the players are all ready. And we finally have an unpause. Just to give you a bit of a recap, not much action so far. TT have stuck to putting 3 of their players on top. That hasn't really gone to their favor. They've actually lost 3 players, one of them in mid. But let's see how they work out on the repositioning. It's been a Queen of Pain versus Storm Spirit in middle. And Storm did lose one of his life to Alina and Queen of Pain gank. Alina seems to be lingering around in mid. There's Wyvern coming down for mid support. Ember Spirit, meantime, has been taking advantage of the calmness that's been hitting in bottom lane. Some altercations here in mid. Wow. So Queen of Pain is on TT's side of the map. Seems to be just lingering right behind tower. Storm Spirit. Do they know? Yeah, I mean, they seem to know, and they should actually go for this. But yeah, no. If they just linger around and wait to die, this is not going to be good. So Ember has also meanwhile killed Clockwork at the bottom, and so far it seems to be going in E-Lab's favor. We'll move to the net worth in about 5 minutes. Let's have a look here. Clockwork going back for that Ember Spirit. Well, he's managed to get the Ember Spirit damaged. But whether he takes a spell or not may not be the best decision. He does have the option of taking that regeneration.
Well, Storm Spirit, isn't this a wintry mix?
TT will lose another player on the bottom lane. Winter is too late with the TP. And Ember's back to taking advantage of his good farm. Elab on top of the 3 of the farms, and that doesn't seem to be changing.
Hello. I'm back, guys. Roxbridge here. Sorry about that. Looks like Daddy's Storm isn't doing what I expected. I mean, they're being heavily outfarmed at this point in the game, and I mean it's 6-0. No surprise. Well, I did say before the game that they're probably slight favorites. But I didn't think this was gonna happen. And they're diving heavy on line here. This is just illusions are gonna get the kill. That's a pretty decent initiation. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, they're turning this fight. They're doing something. Storm's zipping around all over the place. Looks like Gyro will go down. The Cold Embrace won't be able to keep him up, but he does get off his ulti. I mean, Flame Guard's gonna keep him alive, and Daddy has no mana. Daddy's dead. That was unfortunate. That was almost a turnaround, but it looks to be, yeah, they've lost their Winter Wyvern too. Lion didn't want to TP into that. That was pretty heavy. Yeah, it's not looking great, guys. We don't want to see any more Storm. No, it's still far too early. Yeah, it is a decent lead they've got going on, but Storm Spirit is one of the kings of the comebacks. If any of you have seen Sumail using it. I mean, Clock's got his level 6. Winter Wyvern still needs his. I mean, those are the key factors. Winter Wyvern and Lion, if they manage to get their level 6, they could take these fights. They could take them handily. I would expect Elab to try and press their advantage and limit the XP and farm that these two heroes get. They must be aware that these two heroes don't have level 6 yet. And yeah, that's why they're playing so aggressive. I mean, their positioning here is, they're posturing pretty aggressively. Ember Spirit just seems to be having his way this game. I don't think he's scared of anything at this point. Although he doesn't have a Remnant out yet, so it's a little risky. And look at this. Some proactive move. They're going for a gank here. Queen of Pain isn't an easy gank, but I mean, he doesn't have Electric Vortex. I mean, I'm not sure how they get this. Without Cold Embrace, they need to land that Lion stun into a Hex. And they're gonna get it. Very well played. Slardar 3 hero stun. I mean, oh, what a turnaround by Ember. He goes for triple remnants. Well, was that worth it? I'm inclined to probably say it still was. I mean, the Quap needed to be stopped, but you lose the Clockwork and yeah, it's no longer worth it. It's looking grim, man. It's looking grim. Very cheeky move by Ancient Apparition, and cheeky by Daddy, just standing out there waiting for it to casually pass by. now it's Elab's turn to go for smoke. And Queen of Pain with a kill in mid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're playing really aggressive here. I mean, this is tough. I mean, Lena's diving the tier 2 casually. It's rough, guys. Well, if there were slight favorites before, I would say Elab are turning into heavy favorites of this tournament.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah,
Dire's
not
bottom
much to say
tower
about
is
that.
under attack.
I mean, Wyvern's got his level 6, Lion is almost there. I don't know about that. It's a little bit questionable by Clockwork, although the ulti might do some work. And they get the Winter's Curse on Lina. She's down for the count. Not a bad fight, not a bad fight. I mean, they lose the Storm and it will be. And they lost the Storm. Are they gonna lose the Gyro? They're gonna lose the Gyro too. I mean, they're always getting something out of these fights, but they always end up losing 2 heroes on the run when they're disengaging. I mean, aside from Storm, their disengage simply isn't good enough. They take a fight, they can't really get out of it. And it's clearly, it's visible, you know? They've lost 2 heroes in the last fight, disengaging, and another 2 in this one. And yeah, 12,000 gold lead, around the 10,000 experience lead at this point. It's significant for 14 minutes into the game. Like I said, Storm is the king of comebacks. It's just, what item build is he going for? He's going for Orchid, and it's probably the right choice. I mean, if he was to try and go for Bloodstone, it would be pretty late this game. And Orchid locks down Ember and Queen of Pain, so it's definitely the right choice either way. Just gonna be pretty late Orchid, right? They're farming their jungle, and this is just a pattern we've seen again and again recently. Dominating start, push their advantage, and then farm your enemy's jungle and just chill there. I mean, Storm must have a bad feeling about that TP. Yeah, he does. And they get him. I mean, maybe I'm a coward when I play Storm, but if I saw that TP, I would immediately waste all my mana zipping back to the tower. Because it was just a very aggressive TP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I would definitely not count TT out of this game. And more so out of this series. I mean, they can recover, they can recover. They're still learning. This is a foreign opponent, a team they've never played against. They must have heard of, I mean, Elab do have quite a reputation in the scene, the Middle Eastern scene. Fancy gyro rocket, double dragon. That was pretty good. Winter's Curse, I mean, they get this Lardar for free, so can't be bad. Are they gonna get more here? Well, Storm really just doesn't have the mana right now. And oh, that hurts. Oh. Can they remove the Flame Guard? I don't think they can. Oh, and it gets ugly. It gets real ugly. Meanwhile, in Pleasantville,
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is falling.
Storm cancels his TP there. Wonder if that was a missed click. Lina with a Force Staff. Must be for
Dire's
to get out
top tower
of
is under attack.
call down and rocket barrage range. Makes sense. Makes sense. It is a support Lina after all, even though the farm doesn't show it. It's looking rough, guys. I mean, the advantage is, so far at least, there's no unkillable hero
Is under attack.
in Elab's team right now. But I mean, the Ember is just gonna do more and more damage the more farm he gets in. This guy's 9-0, 9-0-6, with almost 100 last hits. This is Ember's town, guys. Just zips in, casual, half of Lion's HP gone. Storm very aggressively zips in, and he's gonna get this.
Dire's middle tower
There we go.
denied.
To say he needed that is probably the understatement of the tournament.
They're nothing alike.
Ember being pretty aggressive, but he knows he has some big friends behind him. Just farming the lane casually. He's up to his 100 hits. 100 last hits. I mean, when they have the confidence to just stay here. With 300, I mean, well, there you go, 180 mana. She's not scared of dying. Yeah, she has a blink away, but then what? And a TP. Drawing pretty pictures on the bottom.
None to burn.
AA ult coming in. Oh, it looks like it's gonna land. Yeah, that's nice. That basically sends Daddy back to base. Unfortunate. And some dewarding. Lina doing some support stuff.
Dire's bottom tower
Support
is under
things.
attack.
Queen of Pain goes for a blink. Now, I've seen this recently. I can't say I'm a fan of this build at all. I think it's a little trolly. Oh, I'm sorry, we're having a fight right now. Good counter initiation by Lina, who's, to be honest, been playing really well. I've been thoroughly impressed by Smileface. And now it's their turn to go on the offensive. Yeah, some explosions going off there. And TT just have to fall back. I mean, what are they supposed to do? The Slardar isn't even here, and they can't take that fight. 5 versus 3. So yeah, I was saying the blink build. I don't know. I think it's a little wonky. You do it when you have so much farm you don't even know what to do with it. That's my opinion.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But it's working out, right? That's a 9-1-9 Queen of Pain. So who the hell am I to complain? Okay, alright. That's enough. And now TT, with no tier 2s left to lay back on, have to just stay in base and hope for a mistake from Elab. It's that point in the game. Oh no. Oh, thank God. That would have been bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure they want to go for a smoke, they want to go for gank, but they're just worried that if their smoke fails and they get wiped, then that's officially game. So they're being a little extra careful right now. None of them want to get picked off. I mean, you saw it earlier. A Blink Slardar Crush and a Queen of Pain ulti, and that's all she wrote. Followed by this guy's ult. I mean, he's still some way away from his Aghanim though. Slardar going for his BKB. He's got decent farm. Queen of Pain showing off her blink, her swag blink dagger. And a blink on the Ember too. Some, I think that was Ferrari's trademark. Well, he may not be Ferrari, but he's 10-0 and he's doing a pretty damn good job this game. And a quick Roche with double damage. Don't you love it when double damage spawns right outside of Roche? Basically telling you to do Roche in case you weren't thinking of it. I mean, now they're just not getting the farm, you know? Unfortunate.
Never refuse gold, give it.
They're just going through the motions right now, I think. Like I said, they're waiting for a mistake from Elab, but it doesn't look like Elab wants to make it. I mean, they're just taking their time, they're farming, they're like, yeah, you don't want to come out? We're going to get our 3rd item, we're going to get our 4th item. It's probably smart from Elab, to be honest. They're farming the Ancients. I think he's giving the last hits to... Yeah, he is. I think he's giving the last hits to the Ancient Apparition so he can get his Aghanims. How sweet. I guess they want their Ancient Apparition to be the 5th most farmed hero in the game. Some BM. This isn't gonna be pretty. Oh, he just goes right out. Amoria with the sick game senses. Beautiful picture being drawn here by Lina. Who proves he's not just a great support, but an avid artist. I mean, not much to commentate. Oh, we got something on here. They're going on the Emperor. He does not have a Remnant ready, and he's silenced. Just makes it away. I guess he did have a Remnant. And now Slardar comes in. It's a wrecking crew. I mean, it was an admirable attempt. They were really close to getting that Emperor. And that's a 10 kill streak. 25 minutes into the game. They would have got a lot of money for that. Not sure if it would be enough to change anything, but it's unfortunate. Pressing high ground, I mean, there's no threat. They're not scared of anything right now. I mean, look at that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's rough, guys. I mean, oh, this is not gonna be nice. Yeah. Really good setup. Really good play from Elab. I mean, yeah. There goes the GG. I mean, well played by Elab, honestly. They executed things very well, and definitely a tournament favorite as it stands. Guys, we'll be back in a bit. Hopefully game 2 will be a bit more competitive. I expected more out of game 1, but I'm sure TT have something to say about this. We'll be back in a bit, and see you then.